Good morning, viewers. We are live this morning. I'm Shivangi Shukla getting you the latest coming in. Let's start off with the top global story. U.S. President Trump has announced on Wednesday that the trade deal with China is done. This comes just hours after negotiators from Washington and Beijing agreed on a framework to get their trade talks back on track. Here's a detailed report, viewers. Take a look.
The United States and China have finally agreed to a trade deal. U.S. President Donald Trump took to social media platform Truth Social to announce that their trade deal with China is done. This comes hours after negotiators from Washington and Beijing agreed on a framework to get their trade talks back on track. The aim of the trade talk was to remove Chinese export restrictions on rare earth minerals and other critical industrial components. The announcement to finalize trade talks comes at the end of 2 days of meetings in London. Both Chinese and US officials gathered for a rushed meeting in London starting Monday. This came after a call last week between Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping that broke a standoff. The standoff had developed weeks after a preliminary deal was reached in Geneva that had diffused their trade war. The Geneva deal had caused a rift between the two nations. Trump's comments did not make it clear where things stood regarding the timeline for a more comprehensive deal. The two sides set August 10 as the deadline to negotiate a more comprehensive agreement to ease trade tensions. All eyes are now on China and US's next move.
Russia's aerial attacks continue, viewers. Ukraine was hit by another massive Russian drone attack on Wednesday, leading to widespread destruction on civilian infrastructure. This also has led to deaths of 3 people, unfortunately, and injuring 60 others. Here's a detailed report as we keep getting you the latest coming in from the Russia-Ukraine war.
Russian forces launched drone attacks across Ukraine overnight on Wednesday. The attacks were made with 85 Shahed-type drones and decoy UAVs, targeted multiple regions, killing at least 3 people and injuring 60 people, including 9 children. One of the worst hit areas was the city of Kharkiv in northeastern Ukraine, where 17 attack drones struck 2 residential areas.
Дуже злякалися, бо їх було багато, дуже багато. І для нас це було, це ожидаємо, що таке може трапитись, але ми не чекали, що прямо прилетить в наш будинок. Як тільки прилетіло, почалась паніка, ми не розуміли, що нам робити, куди нам тікати, бо ще летало, і ми не знали, чи на вулицю, чи куди. І ось потім вийшли на вулицю.
Emergency crews, municipal workers and volunteers worked through the night to extinguish fires. They also rescued residents from burning homes and worked to restore gas, electricity and water services. The Ukrainian air defense systems have reportedly intercepted 40 of the 85 drones and 9 more were lost from the radars or were jammed. Kharkiv has repeatedly been targeted in recent months by large-scale Russian drones and missiles on civilian infrastructure. As the war between Russia and Ukraine continues, the citizens still remain in constant fear.